selling now, you're going to have to decide, has selling versus keeping, is that one of the things you learn
I
on?
told you we're developing. We think we want to develop stallions. So I'm gonna take the horses that I think give me the best opportunity to do so. I'm gonna be wrong,
Right.
right? I'm gonna keep a lot
That's
of bad
okay.
horses, and I'm gonna sell a lot of really good horses. Like I got some really nice horses in this sale here,
Hmm.
and we're keeping some really nice horses as well. So some people aren't gonna like that. I don't really care. They don't
Well,
have to buy my horses.
the way that I look at it, because some people are going to say, "Oh, well, he's only keeping the good ones." No, it's still a business. Sometimes you got to sell a good one that you know is going to sell for good money
Yep.
to keep
Yep.
the because.
And I have partners on horses that, we've agreed together that we're
Mm-hmm.
going to sell everything out of these mares, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're doing. And I got horses on day 3 that I think are worth 6 figures, and we're going to sell them. I mean, I would love to keep some of these horses, but like I can't keep them all.
Can't keep them all.
Exactly. We have to raise money
Mm-hmm.
because we're running a business here.
Got to
So
raise some capital, yeah. So it's
exactly.
not just about, oh, he's keeping the good ones, or oh he's
And I
only.
will keep good ones, and like I said, I will sell good ones, and we'll keep a lot of bad ones too along the way.
Do you only sell here, right?
Yeah.
Was that a decision that kind of everybody
Oh,
was like, oh my god?
we raise the horses here. And this is, to me, there isn't a better place to sell a
Mm-hmm.
yearling than Lexington. Nobody wants to go to Harrisburg.
That's it.
I mean, I'm being honest.
No, I haven't been to Harrisburg in 10 years.
Yeah.
You
Uh,
guys got me to come here. I mean, I live close now, but it's still, this is my first time here, so this
yeah.
is a cool operation and cool setup.
Yeah.
So
Our horses are raised 10 minutes down the road from here.
okay,
So this is our
this is
home.
horse country. I mean, this
Exactly. There
is
isn't a better place to raise a horse, in my opinion. And, we can drive them down the road ourselves. So it's easier to do that than ship them north for 8 hours on a trailer.
how about the day-to-day operations? Is that something that you excel at, or are you a big picture guy?
I do both.
You do both.
I'm
You're
type A personality, right?
okay.
So I like to control everything.
Hmm.
But I've realized at this point that I have to have good people working for me, and I do. Finally,
That was your
it's taken me a while.
I
to
gave
get.
everybody a chance to suck up to you. Here's your chance to suck up to some people.
Exactly.
Who keeps you in check? Who's the one that has yelled at you
Right over
and
here.
said, Adam, bro, not we can't do that, but bro,
Actually,
just
most of the best employees I've ever had started as interns
okay.
and worked their way up, including the one waving her hands
Including
behind the
Caroline,
camera.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, Caroline was an intern. She was so bad she backed a truck through the side of the barn.
Well, listen, she's.
And as punishment, I made her take a picture next to it, so I always have it in
Oh,
my
okay.
phone.
A little bit of extortion going on for the years. Right, that's why she's still here. So is some businesses thrive on having some friction within it and just saying, I want to do this. You seem like me, where it's like, I want to go way, way, way far, and if I get reined in, fine. Is that something?
Yes.
So
You have to fail to be successful.
right.
Yeah.
So what are let's talk about some of the failures, because I failed at plenty of things. Not failures, but where you're like, I thought that was going to work, or I need the experience to learn from that, and it's going to get me over here.
I mean, when I started, I went to the sale thinking I'm going to buy 5 horses, and I came home with 25.
Okay.
Right? And I unloaded all the horses. I had no employees, and I sat there. I was like, oh shit. Whoops.
What do we do
What
now?
am I going to do now? Exactly. And I spent the whole first foaling season. I did everything myself. I worked 48 hours straight at
Mm-hmm.
times. I mean, that's just what you do.
Yep.
Some of the horses that we bought haven't panned out, but that's just going to be the way it is. So I don't know if that's a failure. Hopefully, we learn from those and don't make those mistakes
Is
again.
that something that you're kind of like, you just have to move on? Hey, I made a bad purchase
Yeah,
there.
turn the
You
page.
don't sit on it, right?
You got to turn the page.
Was there? Did you develop because I like to look at the specific reasons. Hey, why didn't that horse work? Did you come up? Do you sit
Well,
on?
most of the time it's because I let somebody else tell me something I didn't believe.
Okay.
Right? So, like for instance, the stallion purchase, we made one maybe in 2006 or 2007. We bought the entire horse,
Okay.
which is a huge risk.
Okay.
Had it panned out, great. It didn't pan out, and we lost a lot of money. But I let somebody else influence my decision.
So you didn't want to buy the whole horse, and somebody said, no, 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 you got to buy the whole horse?
Well, we were talking about getting into the stallion game, and we just were naive.
Okay.
And some close advisors said, I think this is a good purchase, and I questioned it at the time, and it ended up not working out.
Okay, so it is what it is,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And again, you turn the page and you try to do it better the second time.
This setup, I was walking around. I mean, this is top notch.
Mm-hmm.
Just the setup. I don't know if that means anything, but I kind of look at it as, you go to a car dealership, you go to a house or an open
Mm-hmm.
house. I mean, if little details are being, we're sitting on a nice leather thing. There's tables here. There's water. There's gift bags. There's all this little stuff. There's flowers. Everything looks
Mm-hmm.
good. The branding's beautiful. If you're doing all those little details, maybe those details transfer over into the horses, into the employees, into the farm.
Well, I think it's the
That
opposite. We put the details into the
well,
horses,
I
and that
that's what I mean.
translates
Yeah,
into what we do here.
that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
you're looking at all details, which is a talks to me about the whole operation
Yeah.
versus you're not just showcase because if you do a little bit extra here, you're going to do a little bit. That's part of it. It's
I
not
have a
like
vision, right?
right.
And they understand it. The girls that work for me do a fantastic job, and then they put that vision into reality.
Mm-hmm. When you see some of the other farms, some of the other stables, whatever, and things don't look as well or whatever, are you saying I'm going to do better than that because I don't want people to? Is that
No, I
something
look
that?
at I look at anything that's better than what I do and try to emulate it
Okay.
or do better than they did,
Okay.
right?
So outside the business or both?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's thoroughbred farms that do it way better than I
Way
do.
better.
They also have bigger bankroll
I was
too.
gonna say there's a because I have to deal with this too where you want to make things a little bit better, but then it comes into economics,
Sure,
time, things
of
like
course it
that.
does.
So it's tough to, man, when I want to do a video or something and I want to really put some cool graphics or
Mm-hmm.
cool things, I'm like, no, it's gonna take me 2 hours. I can't
It's
for
not
a
worth
five.
it.
It's not
Yeah,
worth it.
yeah.
That's probably one of my biggest struggles now. Is that something that you got to go through?
Yeah, and you got to figure out like how do I take the principle of the idea and then apply it. And sometimes you can do it, and sometimes you can't. So,
Do you like doing the breeding or the racing, or what's your favorite part about this? Or is it
well,
kind
it's
of
seasonal. That's the best part about it, right? So right now we're selling yearlings, and you go into a lull in the fall where everybody takes vacation. Breeding season starts in the spring.
mhm.
Hope springs eternal, right? With the yearlings that you kept to race as 2-year-olds, and every trainer thinks that they have the next world champion, and that's
Mhm.
the exciting part about it. Summer comes, racing, and then yearlings again, and you just go through the process. I don't sit behind a desk. I hate it. So I was never going to be that guy. And this
So you
is
like
this.
being with the horses and
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely. Yeah.
Are you more of a hands-on horse guy? Can you do everything, or
I can, but I am too busy now to do it.
okay,
So when I get an opportunity to, I breed the mares. When I'm in Pennsylvania, I like to show up for a foaling or two if I can.
okay?
And there while the stallions are getting collected. And I mean, I can do everything. I started doing this as a farrier first, as a blacksmith. So
How long have you been married?
uh,
What's your anniversary? Quick.
January 15th,
Just
2011.
good.
Yeah,
That was
7 years.
good.
7.
That was good, man. I has plenty of people that can't even remember. That was good. You'll get bonus points for that,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I'm
Uh,
gonna show her the video now.
which yeah,
But how
for
far
proof.
into this are we?
We're 18 minutes.
Yeah, she
19
won't
minutes.
watch it that long.
She won't watch it that long.
No, she's not that interested in me.
I'll cut it the clip and just send
Exactly,
that
that's
part to her. Uh, is she uh, is she similar to you or total opposite? Is she crazy like you?
One of
Or
my friends right there. What do you think? Is
What do you
Lindsay
think?
like me? No, the opposite.
so he's a little bit of a nut.
Yes.
You're a little bit obsessive.
Yes.
And she's just chill, relax.
When I go home, she doesn't really want to talk about the horses, which is
Okay.
good for me because I talk about it 24/7, which is why I got Sean down there.
Okay, so you got to have a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It is nice. Does she? Because I've learned this too. When Kate comes home from work and she starts yapping about her job,
Uh-huh.
I'm not supposed to fix it. I'm just supposed to
No.
listen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that something? Is that
But it's 7.5 years into our marriage, and I'm just finally figuring this
right?
out.
So I'm
You're
one
ahead of the game.
I'm 4 years ahead of you.
Exactly.
So I guess I have grounds to be in a successful relationship,
Exactly.
right?
Very.
Was there something that being married this long and she's seen the growth kind of? Because she didn't jump on you for your looks or your money, right?
Definitely not.
She jumped on you for your inhibition and your
Well, probably because I was
charisma.
different than every other guy she dated, right?
Right.
Bankers and lawyers and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. I'm not that guy.
You're an outdoor guy, you're charismatic, all
Well, I
that
don't know
stuff.
about that either, but I clearly did something right.
But she's been with you on the ride up, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, she keeps me from not getting too out of control, because if it wasn't for her, I'd have farms everywhere.
Oh, okay. So she's like, honey, let's
Calm it
have
down.
let's
You
have a
have two
steady rise.
kids. You have
Yes.
two kids at home. You gotta,
Let's relax. Let's
exactly.
make
Your girls want to see their dad. So.
calculated risks, right?
Exactly.
Is
So when I tell her where I want to open up a New York farm, she's like, "So at what time do you have to do that?"
right?
And I say, "I'll figure it out."
You'll figure it out. Is that
usually at her expense, unfortunately?